It could be a year of immense pain or immense transformation for those born under the sign of the monkey. Now, before I go on to telling you about the sign of the monkey, I first need to give you an overview. In terms of astrology, it's always talking about every particular year, what type of auxiliary stars are basically energy forms that are in each animal signs. So some of these stars are more positive energy oriented. Some of these stars may be a bit ferocious and volatile, and these are considered negative elements. They will occupy one of the animal signs, and those animal signs that contain more of the positive stars tend to have an easier year, but those with a lot of negative stars, maybe they are a bit more challenging. Okay, but this is the general reading. That's how readings are done in astrology. But here's the thing, right? If the year has a lot of positive stars, then what should you do? You still need to, cooperate with these positive energies by taking action and becoming proactive, because you have 10x of good things, 10 times 0 equals 0. So you got to do it, right? Now, let's reverse this. If it is a negative year, say that there's a particular year that is, a lot of negative stars inside that particular chart for you. What does that mean? It means, should you do more or do less? All you have to do is do less, or be careful of what you do, or do the opposite. If there's 10x of bad things, 10 times bad things, but it's times 0, nothing will happen because you didn't do anything. You understand that? So the problem with most people is when it's a good year, they do nothing. When it's a bad year, they do everything. That's why they have all these problems. So you got to be intelligent with this, okay? So why am I telling you this? Well, it's very simple. For those born under the monkey sign, there is no good stars, okay, for you. But it's okay, you have these negative stars, however. So now, not to worry, these stars may pose some challenges, but it depends on how you strategize the year. Well, I'm glad you're here because we're going to talk about that strategy right now, okay? Now, let me just address the negative stars, and I'll tell you some ways to sort of mitigate this and might actually turn this into a positive outcome. The first one is called back-poking star. Back-poking means, Chinese say tok pui chai, means people might betray you, all right? People poke your back, that's what it means. Flying chase and sky warrior together basically indicates a lot of physical harm, danger, okay? White tiger means external bleeding, okay? I know what you're saying. You might say, oh shit, this is a bunch of shitty stars, so 2020 is going to be a bad year. Not really. Think about this, okay? This is one of those years where you should focus on, changing the internal. If you're running an organization, there are two parts to an organization. If you're the boss, the external part is the sales and marketing, going out to get sales and marketing. The other part is nurturing the current relationships, making sure that the current performance is efficient and effective, that the cost is reduced and the effectiveness and efficiency increase, cash flow increase. This is a year to focus on the internal, not focus on the external. So Chinese will say, 以守不以攻, meaning you should defend the castle, not go and attack new and find new territories. Because everyone thinks about, let's go and attack, all right? Don't do that. If you're monkey in the chart, look at what you have, consolidate, make sure that what you have becomes more efficient, and you can still make a lot of money. Listen, if you want to have higher profits, people have this tendency to think, I want more money, I should do more sales. No, not necessary, not all the time. If you want more money, it's more about making sure your net profit margin increases and your cash becomes better. That's how you manage your business. So you look at your current, operations of the business and then make it become more effective and efficient so that every dollar you spend, more profit returns. This is the best year for it. Because why? These are all external stars. If you go out and attack, you tend to have people poking your back and you have all these negative elements, causing you so much problems. But what about the fort back home, the castle, right? The palace? What about your current business? Do it better. Now you may say, but I'm not in business. I'm just working for other people. What should I do? Well, then you should do your job better. Here's the thing. People always think, what's the next job to take? Hey, you got to make sure that in your job right now, you are the best of the best of the best. Make it so that you become indispensable in your job. Because I'm sure you know that the effective working hours, even though you work from, from 9 to 5 or 8 to 6, the real effective working hours could be just 3 to 4 hours. Okay, if you could just make that really double up on the effectiveness and value doing that alone, the internal has got no issues. Then you become indispensable. Then you make more money. Then you also get promoted. Then you go on to the next level. You hand on more responsibilities. Now, if the change is offered to you, take it because it's internal change. But if you're saying, no, I want to go and jump to a different job, I want to do something different because the grass is greener on the other side, hey, there's an external problem here, right? So changing might not be a great idea going external, but going internal, wow, you got everything covered. So go internal. Changing the internal will makes you more happy, makes you more fulfilled, and gives life a better meaning. Now let's look at the spiritual side. Even the spiritual side, it's a year for you to learn. The first star is called the oppressor. You feel that there's a lot of pressure. You feel that there is a lot of situations where so many blockage. I don't know why things are not manifesting the way I want it. It's okay. The universe is trying to give you feedback. Sometimes when one direction you cannot get, the support, that is because the universe is trying to say, I'm blocking you from going the wrong path. Change your strategy, do something else, okay? So all the blockages that you will see this year is an important message and lesson you need to hear and learn. Take note of it, and things will become better for you. And the general star, this star is about starting something. It's about establishing something new. Every time we start anything new, it's always difficult. Now, when you say, hey, I thought you said I don't start a new business and join a new company. That's not starting new, okay? That's something you've been doing your whole life, isn't it? What starting new means, new habits, new way of living, new lifestyle, new discipline that you have in your life, new financial discipline, new emotion discipline. Emotional also need to have discipline. If you're emotional, no discipline, what do you think you do? You become suspicious, you become sad for no reason, you check your boyfriend's phone all the time, all this nonsense, right? If you have discipline, you will have security. So that could be the general. General means you are the boss. You are the boss of your mind, the boss of your emotions, the boss of how you want to run your life. That's why it's called establishing new patterns, okay? So this is what's in store for your spiritual path in 2020. Now let's look at details, shall we? If it's in the year, this is one of the most challenging positions for monkey to be in because, as you know, most of the negative impact stars are external. And so if you're thinking of going overseas or expanding overseas, opening a new branch or establishing a new community, a lot of challenges, okay? I'm not saying it's not possible, it's just more challenges than before, okay? Now, if it goes to the month, that means this is your job. Suddenly, your job have obstacles, problems, challenges, but not to worry. Your job you look at your job scope and your work, make it more efficient, make it more effective, build yourself, become indispensable. Don't worry about the noises, don't worry about the petty people, don't worry about the haters. Yes, there will be challenges, but it's okay. As long as you don't focus on them, you focus inwards, things change for you, okay? Now, if it's on the day, this is a self-reflection that you need. Remember, you have oppressor, remember the general habits that need to be changed, okay? Sometimes your relationship have blockages and issues and challenges. The text you receive, not happy. Why this boyfriend or this husband say these things? You make me sad. And then you see someone send another message to you, oh, I'm not happy. Or someone gives some face to you, not happy again. If everyone has a remote control to your absolute unhappiness, your life is screwed. So this is the message to you to change that. This year you realize, hey, I don't have to be controlled by you. I will now have discipline over my mind and discipline over my emotions, and I will take the time this 1 year to overcome all the problems and become a better human being. Happy despite of whatever texts or messages or likes or unlikes that you get on social media, okay? So, of course, this requires maturity, right? But once in the hour is your thoughts, your imagination, and your ambition. Now, so with these negative stars that accompany you in the hour, then means that 2020, there's quite a possibility that you might be thinking a bit of gloominess, right? Or things might not work out, or you might not feel that it might work out. Oh, the deal is not pulling through. Why do I have all these problems? Listen, stop asking why. Okay, stop questioning whether things will come or not. Focus on fixing the internal, have new discipline. Remember the general? Be the general, okay? Doesn't matter how you feel, doesn't matter how you think. I'm going to just behave positive, I'm going to behave good. Now, when you do that, when you practice all this, 2020 will be a year of transformation, a year of internal transformation. because then you emerge as a different person, a happier person, more in control. And guess what? Because you're more in control in terms of emotions and your mind, good energy and good luck comes to you, more opportunities will come out. So this astrology is to guide you on what to do. It doesn't predict your fate, okay? People got this wrong. You see all this people talking about prediction of fate. No one can predict their fate, but they can create their destiny. And this is how you do it. Now, if you want to learn more about this, about your entire destiny chart, go to joeyup.com/2020 right now, because I'm sure you have more than just one monkey in your chart, right? You probably have rooster, dog, or pig somewhere in the chart. So if you want to find out about your destiny chart, it's really simple. Go to joeyup.com/2020, watch the other videos on the other animal signs. And of course, there's a guide, download the guide, and the guide will tell you everything you need about the year. We appreciate it if you could click on the share button on Facebook or YouTube or any other platform that you're watching this video on right now. Share this with all your friends and share this advice with all those that you think are important to you, and hopefully this will actually bring some positive impact for them in their lives too. Thank you so much, and may you have a fantastic and transformational year ahead.